Maybe you're right.
Fair enough. So elo goals, are you working towards that 2K? What's the biggest hurdle? What separates these guys that are at over 2K, I guess?
Sure, I could be hitting 2K off stream, maybe any months, but on stream it's a different story. I find it extremely hard to focus on both playing and talking. And I
Right.
keep saying it on stream. I think it is going to become a meme or a joke because that's basically what I repeat every single stream. But when I play my best, I'm still not 2K. And what separates me, I think, is when I play my best, then it is decision making. Probably some mechanical stuff. I am getting used to still some of the things or features that are available on DE and they didn't exist on Woobly. I had to relearn the game, right, in
Of
December.
course.
So I still think there is a little bit more to. I could be more efficient with mechanics, and but other than that, it's decision making.
Have you thought about maybe getting coaching or getting one of these guys that are already like top 2.4, 2.3K to kind of mentor you in the, let's say, post imp game? Because that's kind of like, I think that's where it really separates like the really high quality players from the rest. Their decision making in those crucial moments is almost like,
I don't actually think that the imp play is the main thing. You can be winning games in feudal or castle age. There is still a lot for me to improve in castle age and feudal age, really. And imp is, to be good in imp, you just need to play deathmatch a lot, because that's where you get to
practice that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, you haven't thought about coaching or sorry.
Well, I did have players who are in top 20, top 10, and sometimes in the past as well. So I have an idea of what coaching is, and that would definitely help probably, but I don't think it would make a huge difference for me. There are so many things I need to fix on my own, and there are so many mistakes that I'm aware of, but it's so much harder to fix them because many things are a muscle memory, or many mistakes happen because I'm playing on autopilot and I basically have to relearn some of the habits that I learned. And it's probably harder than just to pick up a new game, and just learn to play it right from the very beginning. Relearning is so much harder, I feel.
Of course. Even if you are very good at AoE, like transitioning your, like, let's say micro skills to another RTS game and then trying to be successful in that is like trying to say, oh, I'm good at basketball, now I can be good at soccer. Like they might be a sport, but they're two different planets apart.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Maybe right now I'm not considering coaching. I don't discourage anyone.
Is it hard to stream and play the game and still be like you're in school, right? And all that. How's the time management? Is that really hard for you?
Yeah, I also have a side work, so it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So I have a lot of hopes for summer, and the next month is going to be easy, and then summer and September I will have no school. I plan on using that time to see how good can I get if I play and stream most of my time. We'll see.
Do you have a certain play style that you really enjoy? Like, are you a more defense? Because to be truthfully, I haven't watched like an excessive amount of your games. I'm just wondering if you've already discovered what you're really good at and maximizing that, I guess.
Good question. I used to think that I'm a decent defensive / macro based player on Woobly. So I would rarely push. I would just have better economy and win in late castle age or early imp. I feel like now it is harder to play that way because people play more aggressive. Meta changed. And also it's kind of due to how the game functions now. It's so much easier to be aggressive than be defensive. Even though I think, like, all in all, in general, the defensive player should have, if you're defending efficiently, should have an edge and should be the favorite in a match. Still, it is so much easier to to make mistakes when you defend, to panic, and and the player who's pushing does not have to care about what's happening in their base. They're just so aggressive style pays off, I think, these days more. And I'm trying to pick up that. So I would say I'm more of an aggressive player these days, but still I don't have a particular style. I'm still trying things out. I still don't know the new civs as well as I should be, and I focus on learning those.